Hi, everyone. Welcome to another PadelEcho podcast. I'm here today with David Antolin, former professional player and now coach. I've had the honor of being coached by you for two sessions. It was two, or was
Maybe
it one?
two, maybe two, I think.
Yeah, and
Maybe two, and we fight.
yeah.
No, no,
Really hard with the rackets and stuff. Definitely. No. You helped me fix some mistakes. I got to show my smash because you were giving me easy lobs that I never get in matches. But it's good.
Easy love for a good player, or maybe for don't frustrate your mind.
Yeah,
Okay,
no. No, it was good. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here.
a pleasure.
I
Always a pleasure.
kind of wish you would, whenever you would come, you would stay for a little longer, but
Now Cyprus is like my second home,
yeah,
probably
yeah,
for you guys. I
that'd
think
be sweet.
it's a pleasure.
Yeah, that'd be really sweet. So I personally want to know, and I'm pretty sure some of our viewers would want to know, how did you get into the sport? How did the racket land in your hand?
Then it's a long history because I start because my father play one racket sport, and then I have a lot background in sport in racket sport, and then I have my first racket with 3 years old, maybe bigger than me, like now. No, but I start to play one racket sport that is normally practicing in Spain,
Which
and
one?
then
Squash.
no, it's the name is fronton.
Fronton.
It's like with a racket similar like tennis
Strings.
to the wall,
Okay.
and we play four and okay. We start to play. I start to play like this, and then I change when I was 8
Okay.
to squash, and then the history for squash is a little bit long because I start from zero
Yeah.
to maybe no, not maybe, but I played in the national team,
Whoa.
won national championship, and a lot of things that happens there in 10 years.
Yeah.
And then with 18, something happens,
Yeah.
and then changed my life, and paddles
And now it's paddle.
appear,
Yeah.
and to today.
Yeah. No, it's great. A lot of people come from a different sport into paddle, but they end up falling in love with it. Was that was it, the same thing with you, right? Like you got the paddle racket in your hand, you hit a couple of balls on the glass, maybe you hit a bajada, and you were like, okay, this is it.
Hey, I feel in for the first time I enjoy a lot with my friends, and then it's easy and grow up, and it's like okay, something happened, everything changed. Now professional, now coach, and now it's your life, and it's like maybe sit down, look at everywhere, and now
And you competed in paddle like before you went to WPT. You competed before in like smaller tournaments and stuff. I want to know a little bit about your first paddle partner and kind of how maybe he shaped your journey after that. You know, competing with people, you were like, okay, I want to play with people more aggressive or more safe, or how did your first partner shape that for you?
for the first moment, obviously I play with my friends, and we play only for fun. And then when I start to play, not regularly, but tournaments or something like this in my region, uh, I go with one guy that is my friend, obviously, because I start to play. And we go together to another city. We go there, play 2 matches, go home, and go to work the next
Oh
day,
my
and something
god.
like this. But then everything changed because I start to play with one very close friend that he played tennis, and then we start to travel together
Okay.
to the same region, to the same cities, and then 1 year everything changed because we start to won the tournaments.
Okay.
I don't know why, but we start to win the
His
tournaments.
smash maybe from
Yeah, the
tennis
smash for
and
my partner is like crazy,
yeah.
and then two friends with in the same sport, we enjoy to travel together, and then everything in our way happens.
So then like chemistry, because he was a close friend for years, chemistry is very important to you, I
Yes.
imagine, with your partner on the other side.
Yes, for a start to play, if you have a very good partner, and is in this case is my friend, it's like, okay, I write everything in my life that, okay, I want this, check.
Okay, and wait, I think you told me a story about the tennis player friend of yours that he hit a smash on the racket, the ball stayed in the racket? No way.
No,
No, no, no.
this history is short. That this guy go to the gym every day.
Okay.
He's a, I don't know. Then in English, it's like physioculturism. Like
That
people
just sounds
that
like
go to the gym,
physioculture.
eat healthy, and
Okay.
go to the competition for the gym people.
Like bodybuilders and stuff.
Yeah, something like this.
So he was a
And
gym bro.
imagine
Yeah,
he's
okay.
like stronger than me.
Yeah.
And when this guy smashes, it's like crazy. It's like
It
a
sounds
bomb.
like
It's
a
like
cannon.
pam. And the ball one day appear introduced in the racket. And
No.
yes.
No way.
Yes.
I don't think has that ever happened again or before.
Maybe
You've never seen it.
we don't talk about the brand
Okay.
because maybe it's not a good brand now.
No. That's wild though. All right, sorry. I have some questions, so I'm looking at my phone. I'm not ignoring you or texting other people. But talking about the competitions you've had, I want to ask about World Padel Tour and the bigger competitions you've been at. Is there a memory that like stays with you still? Like maybe you fought back from like a losing set and you won a match or something. Like, is there a memory like that has stuck with you?
I have a lot because I played 8 years or maybe 9 in WPT, but one of the most better histories for talk about something is the second tournament that I play. That I go to the tournament for. Okay, we start to play. WPT is
Huge, yeah.
yes, it's a dream.
Yeah.
And we go there and play the pre-qualis because in WPT you have pre-quali, quali, and then main draw. And we start to play pre-quali, and someone called me, David, the other guys don't come. Okay, that's all. One round. Okay, we win one round, more points.
Yeah,
Everything is happy. Okay, without play, better. And then we play the second one. Okay, we win.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good start.
Yes, we sleep there. Okay, we call to our fathers. Okay, because 12 years ago is like 18.
Yeah.
And
Well, for you maybe, but not for me,
the
unfortunately.
next day, the next day we go there and we play with guys that now is like go to the number 20 or 30 in the world, and it's like stay in the pre-quali, and we go like, okay, we go and play.
Yeah,
Why
just
not?
See what we can do, yeah.
And we win the first set, and say, okay, that's all, why not? We lose the second, and this is the reality.
Yeah.
And then we win the third.
Oh my god.
And we go to the quali.
Was that what is that, like a full third set, or was that like a super tie break or something?
No, third set.
Okay.
Professional is
Third set.
every time is
I don't
the
know if
same
it was
set.
different for like pre-qualies or
It's the
anything.
same. It's the same.
Okay.
We played the same. And then in quali, we go play, and now is the reality is coming,
Yeah.
and we lose obviously. But it's our start.
Yeah.
We start to play, and then we win 3 matches today. In the other tournament, we win 1. Why not?
Yes.
This is our way, and
Go for it.
we try.
That's awesome. And that memory, did it help you with like future tournaments as well? When you were playing, you were just telling yourself like, we're just gonna go and play. It's not with like the mentality of we have to win and you put the pressure on yourself and your partner. It was more just we're gonna give our best, and whatever happens happens. Or did that change?
I think for the first moment, we think obviously win because everyone want to win if you go to the tournament, but for enjoy, because we never training, we live at home with our fathers. Okay, that's all. And then the next year, when for my case, when I started in the season, I feel impression because I go to one city to training, not close to my house, and then I start to feeling what happen if I lose, I start to lose money. Uh, it's not the same feeling. A little bit pressure in myself.
Yeah, like that, the play to win, but also enjoy changed a little bit to,
Professional.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The way to professional when you start is like, okay, you train in the morning, travel, maybe lose time for work, lose money, and then it's pressure for yourself, and then you don't play with the same feeling.
What kind of advice would you give to players now that are like looking to get into more serious like competitions? Because now, okay, obviously we have tournaments in Cyprus, but they're not professional. Like it's not professional ranked, uh, like global ranking kind of tournaments. What kind of advice would you give to maybe the younger players that are getting into the sport now and they want to compete?
I think for every kid is the same. That go there, enjoy with your friends, enjoy your time. That you have in your mind when you are old, and that's it. If something happens, okay,
Okay.
it's for yourself. If you go there, enjoy, and maybe enjoy, and that's it. It's the same.
Got a couple wins as well.
Yes, why not?
So basically, don't give in to the pressure. Don't create pressure for yourself. Just keep playing and practicing, and then when you go to compete, make sure you're there to like enjoy the moment and the fact that you're competing
Yes,
there.
maybe if you start to travel, okay, no for no one is possible to go to another country. Okay, you enjoy it. No go pressure for yourself, and then it's like, okay, why I stay here? Okay, enjoy the moment, and maybe in few years you are number one in the world, or maybe in few years you play against with your partner, with your friends for go out and dinner.
Yeah,
It's the
fair.
same.
So when you felt the pressure on the court, do you have like any rituals then that you still have today to like release that pressure or to reset your mind, your mentality?
For the pressure, no,
Okay.
because I think not for every paddle player, but for every sport,
Athlete, basically.
yes,
Yeah.
something like this. If you stay in professional league or professional tournament, you have a lot of people that, with your eyes,
Yeah, and
in
expect
you,
something from
yes.
you. Yeah.
But when a difficult moment, I have some resets that go to a circle in the court, or maybe touch it, or
Yeah.
maybe go to the corner and doing something like a line for keep calm, David, don't worry.
What do you see in your mind when you do that? Is that like I think you told me it's like volume or something.
No,
like you're turning
yeah,
down.
something like this,
Yeah.
but it's a ritual that when I go to do it this one, I think, okay, now I'm feeling that
Tranquilo.
my mind is red, go to green, relax, but when I go there, it's like, okay, do it because now you're red.
Okay, fair. I need to, maybe I'll pick something up from you in that regards eventually and reset my mental when I'm playing. So, what was it like, going from a player who competes to someone who coaches? You were coaching like players that would compete as well, right? Not just people who wanted to learn how to play. So how was that transition, and how did that happen?
I think for myself, it's easy the transition because I love to stay in the court. I love to teach to everyone, to enjoy the moment in the court, and maybe improve. Why not? And maybe beat your friend, and this feeling with people, not only with people that go to the big tournament and go to professional tournaments. For everyone, for kids to grow up, for you, for example, if you want to beat your partner, to come with me and the next day come, I beat my partner, it's the first time and I enjoy a lot.
Yeah.
Come, and for these things, for myself, the transition is easy because I go in, for example, when I go to Madrid in the past, I enjoy myself in the court and I think, why not, David? Why not? This is your way, and now you start to doing the same, not like a player, like a coach.
Fair. Is there like a memory or an experience you've had from paddle as a player that you would wish like new players would have that you can give to them on the court as you're coaching or something? A feeling or an experience.
I think the feeling when you win is the best.
It's pretty nice.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But when you win and you work before, I think it's better.
Like you worked for it, you mean? Like you
Yes.
trained.
When you fight, when you work, when you looking for your dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have the dream that is win a match for professional tournament or something like this. I think is this feeling when you start to feeling something like this. It's like, okay,
Like,
now I want to repeat it.
like winning a Master Ball series in Cyprus would be nice for me, I guess.
Probably. Why not?
That you train me.
This
We
is your,
start training
if this
now.
is your goal, why not?
It would be cool. But yeah, I think your experience coaching here, it's given you some insight in the community here and how far how far paddle is here. We've spoken about it before. You said it's like a baby in a way. It's like very early.
We talk
Yeah.
sometimes about it.
Yeah.
For my experience, I think it's like a baby
Yeah, yeah.
because you start to play paddle few years ago,
Yeah, like 4 or 5.
and that's it. Maybe in Spain it's 30, and everyone is there. Every professional player is there. Maybe in Italy or France or Portugal now, you need to invest in the clubs, in the players, in the kids, obviously, for maybe for the Olympics. Why not?
Yeah.
And that's true that is 4 years is nothing, but maybe in 1 year or 2 years you grow up a lot and you have 10, 12 players that take a ticket for travel and play tournaments.
That'd be really cool to see a Cypriot couple, male or female, or both maybe playing in WPT.
Yes.
And then you could be like, oh, I coached in here.
Now for
Or
example,
Premier.
with Premier is
Yeah, Premier.
it's easy that you have tournaments close to Cyprus, or maybe with A1 Padel, the other circuit, and
Do you think that's a possibility for Cyprus?
why not?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully. That would be amazing. I would be so thrilled. But I think the other thing I want to ask you about coaching in Cyprus is, do you mostly see people who want to play for fun, or do you also see people who are serious about competing?
It depends the level.
Or like serious for competing in the tournaments locally at least?
It depends the level. For example, if you come with me, what do you want? Okay, I want to win in
I want to get better and
Yes.
win in some tournaments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
intermediate level.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my goal. Then we're training for this.
Yeah.
If you told with me, David, I want to improve my level, go to Greece and go to advanced category and win the tournament. Okay, sit down and we're doing a good planification because this is a little bit difficult. But people here for the moment, for my feeling, want to enjoy.
Yeah, it's fun.
A little bit, not a lot of people want to go to a tournament to advance category and win. Maybe 10, 15.
Yeah. Yeah, we need I think we just need more players entering like the circuit, like the players who actually compete in the tournaments.
Yes, for the tournaments, obviously, if you start to doing a big tournament, for example, or maybe you doing an international tournament, why not? And you will see the level.
That would be amazing. But we saw like the difference also with players from Greece that came here and players from Cyprus that went there. You also went.
When I stay there, I saw the level. It's not the same, obviously, because I think in Greece they start few years
Earlier.
earlier
I
than
think it's also
here.
they just have more players there as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they invest for players, for kids. They have 2 or 3 couples with kids that want to go to a FIP tournament or A1 Padel tournament. And you see, 2 years is a lot, for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
for
It's tough to train
grow
like
up.
that. Yeah.
Then imagine in 2 years you want to go to Greece, or maybe in Greece want to go to FIP.
That's quite a journey to make, at least from the level that we're at now.
You need to run.
Yeah. So you've coached at over 70 national and international events. I think there's a lot of lessons learned from that experience. What are too many? What are, let's say, like off the top of your head, maybe 1 or 2 that you'd want to share here that you learned from coaching players from all around the world? Like, what are some things that you noticed, and what are some things that caught you by surprise, let's say?
Surprise, I think, is not the word.
Okay.
Because a lot of professional coaches give me a lot of things. For then now, I give to you,
Okay.
and this is one of the big things. And the other thing is when I go, for example, when I go to the north countries in Europe, everyone is different. Like here, it's not Mediterranean people, a little bit serious, and it's like okay,
It's more diverse.
yes. And when you talk with people, it's like you're a teacher. Maybe this is better. This is not good. You try to take your way, but this is the way for us. This is the way for the Mediterranean people.
Oh, so you
And
like
it
adjust,
depends the country. You need to change these things. And
like how you communicate with them, you mean?
yes, of
Okay.
course,
Who are the easiest people to communicate then when you're coaching them?
Mediterranean people.
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
fair.
it's easy. It's like
Fair.
us.
Yeah, exactly. Fair. We're also very hospitable and like we can just chill with anyone
Yes,
whenever.
of course.
Yeah, it makes it easy. Okay, are you ready? We have
Why?
some rapid fire questions.
Mm.
But I'll speak them slow though so that I don't confuse you
Okay.
more than you may be. What's your favorite paddle shot to hit?
Maybe my favorite bajada. I think
Okay.
you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. It's a weapon. Yeah.
I think it's my best shot.
Yeah, it sets the court on fire for sure. I think I used that when I was pretending to
I
commentate.
give you my arm if you want.
How much would you rent it for a tournament?
Okay. Okay, I play with my left. Why not?
You played against me with your left and you won.
One day, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But I had a couple beers in me after a tournament.
Yes, and me too.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Okay. 50-50.
But it was your left. Anyway, one day I'll beat you with your left. If you could change one rule in paddle, which one would it be?
I think one serve.
One serve.
Yes.
If it's out, it's out.
Yes,
Why?
because you bounce the ball.
Yeah, it's easy.
You touch the ball under your hip. What do you want more? It's not like tennis that you put the ball
have to
over.
throw,
Yes,
catch it
and
on
maybe
the-
you play with power. No, okay, you bounce. Okay,
Is the serve in squash
no,
easy?
no,
No.
no, because you need to put the ball in the air, touch a ball. I try to remember. One leg in the square, the other outside.
Okay.
The ball bouncing
Oh, it has to bounce.
over the line
Okay,
in the
okay.
middle and then go to the other square and okay. Maybe you hit the ball and hit your flank.
Yeah, okay. Paddle serve is easy.
Yes.
Who's a dream paddle partner for you, past or present?
Dream for play a tournament or dream for enjoy?
Let's do both. You gave me options. I'm taking them both. I'm gonna get greedy.
Professional,
Yeah.
obviously number one in the world.
Okay. Who's
That's
that?
easy.
Who's that for you, Tapia or Cuello?
I play in the right.
Okay, yeah,
Tapia.
Tapia. Okay,
Better.
fair. And then what about for fun?
For fun, I think my father.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever played with your dad?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
With my father a lot of times.
He plays on the left.
He choose.
Okay, you give him the choice.
Yes, okay, where you want to play.
Okay, this is a spicy one. Cyprus beaches or Spanish beaches?
Spanish.
Okay, fair.
But I never go to.
You've never been to the beach here?
Yes.
I
go
still
with
think
you. I go with
think
you.
maybe Spanish
When
beaches
you want,
are...
I go with you.
I'm gonna go on Sunday in the morning for a cold swim. You want to join?
With snow in the water.
What's your go-to cheat meal after a big match? Like a cheeseburger, a pizza? Obviously, you probably have much better ones than
Yes.
cheeseburger and pizza.
No, better. Maybe I'm cooking because I love it.
After a big tournament, you're gonna cook.
I love it.
You're not dead. Just you want to pass out.
I win. I'm so excited.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe a good piece of meat
Mm-hmm.
with friends, obviously.
Steak.
Yes.
Okay. And invite me next time you win, and I'll come.
Why not?
What's more difficult to deal with, a difficult opponent, or a difficult student?
Difficult student.
Okay.
100%.
Why?
Because he's your student and you always fight with him. It's like try to do in this one. No, I prefer to do in this one, and you come with me for learn, and it's impossible. Okay, that's all. Or people that know more than you, and it's okay, that's it.
Fair. Yeah. What can you do? How can you teach that?
Eh, I don't know. You help me.
Maybe, yeah. You have me next to you on the next to the court. I can be like an external
Maybe we're doing
consultant.
a video with you, and then it's a good example.
Yeah, fair. Student etiquette. That's what we'll call it. If you weren't playing paddle, what sport would you play?
Probably squash.
Probably squash. Yeah,
Probably squash.
that's an easy one.
Yes.
What's the most embarrassing moment for you on the court?
Maybe sometimes when I'm falling down or with a lot of people around the court, and it's like, okay, I wake up and that's it. Or maybe if my racket touch
Slips.
me
Oh,
or
yeah.
go to my knee, and it's like, okay, why?
It's okay, just
why,
walk it off.
Why to me?
Yeah, yeah. What's one thing Cyprus has that Spain doesn't in terms of the paddle community? This is a difficult question. I'm not sure if that's a possible answer.
It's difficult
Yeah.
because I think it's always in the same way.
Hmm.
Nothing is new in paddle now, and if you start to play paddle, it's like in Spain, like not like 30 years ago, but 10 years ago, it's like, okay, you want to start, you try to build a community, a good community, and then tournaments and players and everything. But I think it's for everywhere the same.
You're seeing the start, like as the Cyprus paddle community is being built. You've seen it while it's being built. What kind of differences do you see? How Cyprus is doing it versus how Spain did it, or are there no differences? It's just faster there, I imagine.
Maybe faster, because you have everything for growing up faster. Because you have the possibility to go to Spain to
Learn from that.
to learn, to coaches or players come here, like me, for example, and everyone try to learn everything, or a lot of facility that here you have, and
Back then, definitely wasn't around. So as the sport and the community and the players are growing, what's the difference between a good player and a great player, like physically and mentally, for you?
for me, difficult answer. Now, in professional, for example, I think the physical condition is so important. But in the past, you play with another racket, with another ball, with another court, and
Yeah, it was
it's a
different.
little bit not easier, but different. But now, if you need 100% that good physical condition, because these guys come like, okay, I want to win you every time, and maybe you need to fight 2 hours or 2 hours and a half,
And you have to stay in every point. Yeah.
run a lot. And now, for example, in the last tournament in Riyadh, if you look the final, is like, what are you doing, guys?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It
Every
was
point
an
is crazy.
insane match, yeah.
Yes, every point is like highlight.
That was magic. That was okay. They also had difficult court conditions as well, but
Eh,
that's everywhere, right?
eh.
Maybe that's a thing that separates a good one from a great one, is that a great player has the physical and mental to be able to play
To adapt.
in any court, no matter the conditions.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think to adapt himself for play is a good way for be better.
Yeah.
But now, for example, it's possible to train indoor, outdoor, or go to another country and play with wine. I think in wine, no? With windy, or maybe with sun, or maybe what you want.
Yeah, no, it's tough playing in like a destination paddle place where you like having the open roof because the sun is there and it's nice, but then the sun is in your eyes and the heat is bringing you down and you just have to stay in the game. Versus
Obviously.
in other countries, let's say, where the weather is not so beautiful and everything is indoor, where there you just play at your maximum potential because there's nothing affecting you.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know, like, in your journey coming to where you are today, what's a challenge that you experienced either as a coach or a player or in the transition? Like, what's something that stuck with you in this journey through paddle? A challenge that maybe shaped you or that you remember as being like, okay, yeah, that was really tough, but I'm happy that I overcame it.
Maybe when you need to go out of your friends, your house without your fathers, and you need to travel alone, and maybe you are in a country alone, and maybe you answer for yourself, or you're doing the question that why you stay here.
Mm.
I think in this moment is when you talk with yourself and it's like, okay, I love this. I want to stay here and I want to improve my level for go to the next tournament. I go home training and then you have your family, your friends that call you every day or send you something. David, go and do it.
Yeah, give
We
your
are
best.
we stay here for yourself.
So, being alone when you're traveling is the hardest, either as a player or a coach.
For me, yes.
Yeah,
For me, yes.
but then you make some friends along the way.
You know me. You know me.
It's difficult not to make friends with you. Um, and okay, you've been in paddle for so long, but what's something that you are excited to see in like the future of the sport? What's something that you hope you can see in the sport as it evolves?
I think now
Under
professional paddle players have a lot of problems, but
like what?
um, problems with tournaments, problems with too many things,
And playing a lot of tournaments as well.
and different places. No one helps to the quality players or something like this.
Yeah.
And it's difficult because you need money.
Yeah.
Obviously, like tennis players. And I think the way for growing up is doing similar like tennis in the future, and I think it's the best way, the dream way.
The dream way. Okay, yeah, hopefully we get to see that. I don't know. I think it's going to happen sooner than we think, though.
Probably yes.
I mean, there's already a lot of capital being poured into paddle now. We've seen, like with Premier Paddle moving to
A
like
lot
the
of
finals
people
going
try to invest in paddle
Yeah.
now, and I think if you invest a lot, probably one is the good way.
Yeah. Yeah, capital is going to shape the sport, I think. And so for the younger players coming into the sport now, like you've coached so many people and you've seen so many things, like what's something you'd want, what's some advice you would give to young players wanting to play at the highest level? Like maybe not Premier or going to FIP, but let's say the highest level locally at least.
We talk about it that try to enjoy, do your best every tournament. And for example, in some interviews for professional players, talk about this, and it's like your father give you everything for do what you want and try to do it a good feedback
Yeah,
for
like
your
give them-
father.
yeah.
And it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
You're doing what you want, you improve, you enjoy with your friends, maybe alone if you travel. But if you
Yeah.
if you love it,
Yeah.
that's easy.
And if you have, so basically having a good support group is important to
Of course.
going up to the level where you can compete.
If you have a very good players in your club, for example, that's easy. But if you haven't got, you need time like a coach. You need time for give to this guy or this player or this kid for try to do your best for all players that you have. But if someone come to you and I want to be a professional player, okay. You want? Okay, we go. Why not?
And if someone wants to be able to travel and coach the way that you're doing it now, what kind of advice would you give them?
Be careful. Be careful where you go. No,
Really?
no. That I think is try to go, explore, and then when you explore, you think, is this is my way? This is not my way. Maybe stay here in Cyprus is my perfect place, or maybe travel, go to another tournament. Maybe try what happened.
Okay. Yeah, I think having the ability and the freedom to explore is super important, especially if you're going to be coaching. And
if it's possible for yourself, obviously, you need to explore.
Yeah. So how is your exploration of Cyprus so far? Did you have, like, do you feel welcome here? Do you enjoy your time here?
Of course. Like my second home.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you competed in a few tournaments here too.
In 3 tournaments.
Yeah. You enjoyed that? Or was it like a walk in the park?
At the first moment I go there, like, it's my first time here. I'm not nervous, obviously, because I play for enjoy. But it's like, okay, it's my first tournament here. I don't know what happened now. We play the groups, then the draw, then the final, and then we win. And it's like, okay, not bad. It's good. For my first time.
Yeah. No. And yeah, we hope we can see you compete here again sometime soon. Maybe the advanced players don't want that, but the viewers do, the spectators.
Yeah.
Every time we watch, we get to learn something.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was an honor having you on the podcast and getting to listen to your experiences. I'm sure our viewers would be really excited to see you here again sometime in the future.
When you want.
Hopefully when the sport grows into something that we can reflect on and we can say, oh, remember last year, a few years ago when it was how it is today. And then we can maybe see Cyprus competing internationally, like we said.
Obviously. Maybe in 5 years we sit down here again and we talk about Cyprus now.
Yeah. That would be cool. 5 years, though, is a little too long. I don't know if I have the patience to wait for you for 5 years.
Maybe 5 days. No. In April I'll come.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much again.
You're welcome. I appreciate it.
And yeah, stay tuned for more. Thank you.